ladies and gentlemen, to episode 13 of this Journeyman career series on my YouTube channel. I'm just going to change this for a minute. So, if you've been following the channel, you'll know that we are now at Alloa FC, and we've had a good start to the whole campaign, if I don't say so myself. We've obviously had to make some tweaks in terms of the squad, having the centre mids, having a very, very old defence. Only got a 7-month contract. Like I say, if you haven't already been following the channel and this is the first video you scoop in, please do look back at the other videos to see where we've been so far. And I'll leave in the description who we've been at so far. We're only on our second season, but it's been pretty eventful, to say the least. We've already been sacked. There's a spoiler. So yeah, well, but let's focus on the task at hand, and that is Alloa FC. And as you can see on the screen, we are 5th. We haven't moved from 5th position since I have arrived. 19 games played, 8 wins, 3 defeats, 8 losses. So it is a mid-table kind of form in terms of the league. Alloa did get relegated, and the fact that they are 14 points behind Queen of the South, that's why they sacked our manager. I think it was when I first joined, it was 15. So we have been drafted in to make the difference. We've had a good month. We've just done the whole December, and if you've only just started, if this is the first video you've come across, the idea behind the videos is rather than playing an episode and having 2 games in, it does get a bit tedious. The idea is I will simulate the whole month. When I say simulate, I will play the game behind before the recording, and then when it comes to the end of the month, I will review the month with you guys and put in a game or two, any standout games that were there. Sometimes you'll only get a game, unless that's what you want. Every time I'll put a game in, but at the minute the task in hand is Alloa. And if I go to the schedule, the last time I left you guys, it was a 3-1 victory against Forfar. We made it to the Scottish Cup fourth round by putting out Stirling, but in December we only had 4 games, and we only lost 1. So it was a good return for December. When I joined, my first game was Clyde, so I lost my first game, then got beat up for 8, and then since then I've only lost 1 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I lost 1 in 6. So we started off the month against Montrose, Blair Henderson getting a double. I think we were pretty resolute that whole game. Even though we did concede early, we were the better team throughout the whole game. And Blair Henderson hitting an 8.5, getting a couple of goals. He had actually a good scoring month with us this month, sorry. And then we were at home to Peterhead, and again we picked up a 3-1 win against Peterhead, who are sitting in 8th and 9th. So obviously we're beating the teams below us, and that's the idea. We'll have to now try and beat the teams above us. We've been beat off Clyde, and as you'll have seen, after that 3-1 victory at home, we went away to Queen's Park and we got our absolute toys. I am talking demolished. You can see there right from the get-go, it was 2-0 before we got drawn back, and then after that second half, we weren't even in the game, to be fair. The fact that we even got a goal was staggering. John Robertson picking up an injury, but 5-1 defeat away from home. It's something that we're going to have to work on, trying not concede as many goals as that. And then we were home to Stirling, who we struggled against in the Scottish Cup. And again, every game's not going to be easy and every game's going to be different, but we struggled. We did actually struggle against Stirling in the Scottish Cup. But then this time in the league, at home, we hammered them 4-0. I mean, it was 1-0 up until the 78th minute, and then we obviously just took the game from there. 1,457 in attendance. It's a great turnout, and the idea is to Alloa need to be in the playoffs. I think that is the target. Anything else other than that is a failure. Can we win the league? It's too hard to say. Queen of the South, who we have next. could be a hard game. So next episode, episode 14, you will see the game against Queen of the South, and you will see the Scottish Cup 4th round against Morton. Those two games will feature in the league. I will show the highlights of those games once I play them. So other than that, guys, again, it's going to be a short episode. I just want to try and brief you. I don't want to keep you too long. Try to keep it under the 10-minute mark. But we've had a good start. We've had a good start at Alloa. Couple signings one signing. Two signings. Tolu Ladapo is on loan. I think I've already mentioned he's come on loan from Hibernian. 3.5 to a potential 4-star. He is 17-year-old. Something different. Connor Barron, who's coming from Aberdeen, he's made a massive difference in the middle of the midfield straight off the bat since he's arrived. And then I had to make a signing in Dino Leddy from Dunfermline on loan. He's 2-star, 4-star potential. 20-year-old, heading 13, tackling 13, positioning 13. He's got he's all round for a youngster. Is quite good for the league at the level he plays at. So he's on loan from Dunfermline just to help with the back four, because we have such a young squad, such an old squad at the back. You see Andy Graham, Neil Parry, Cuthbert and John Robertson are all over 30, and it's nice to have in that experience, but too much experience could be your downfall at the same time. Anything of note to speak about? I think Rangers won the Betfred Cup. I will get that up. Celtic won the Betfred Cup. It's 3-2 final score. Nothing to really talk about. I don't actually I can't even remember where Alloa got knocked out. They got knocked out the group stages. Aberdeen and Inverness. Quite a hard group, but we were there at the time. And also, I want to show you something. So at the start, the very, very start, I was at Norway Under 21s, and I did say if I was there, we would have won it. We would have won it because we were smashing teams. Obviously, we didn't play anybody overly powerful in terms of like Spain, Norway, Spain, Portugal, France, all those kind of under 21s. But if I went and checked them, and let me get this up. They actually got to the semi-finals of the under 21s championship, and I had to leave them for Halifax. Gutting. That would have done me more for me as a manager than being at Halifax. Let's go to the schedule, under 21s. So as you can see, they had one of the hardest groups. Forget this one. So they had one of the hardest groups in Spain, Slovenia and Holland. One of the hardest groups. Obviously the Germany, Portugal and Italy one would be hard. But they topped the group with 7 points, knocking out Holland, who finished on 1 point. Slovenia finished on 2, and Spain finishing on 6. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I seen it. And then they got to the quarterfinals. They had Portugal under 21s, with France, Spain, and Croatia following suit. And I mean, they made it through. And then obviously semi-final. I said they made it to the semi-finals. They got Spain. Who they beat in the group. And Spain got revenge in the semi-finals. It was a Croatia-Spain final, and you probably can see at the top, it was a Croatia win on penalties, but the fact that Norway even got to that semi-final is a massive achievement. My boy, where is he? My boy Larsson scored so many goals for us. Still at Groningen, 21-year-old. This guy was class. If you watch back, this guy was fantastic. But yeah, I wanted to update you with Norway. I needed to check. I completely forgot that we're even in the Euros. But they did well, and I'm proud of the boys. So other than that, that's going to be the end of episode 13. I do appreciate you guys watching, keeping tabs. Do hit that like button. Please do comment, and please hit that subscribe button. I also have a new Facebook page called Football Manager Banter. I've actually had it since 2015. I was just going through my Facebook and I had like 120 people following. I was like, why have I not capitalised on this? So I've rebranded it. I've updated it. So please do drop a like and just go into that and hit that page. Give that page a like as well, because everything will be getting updated through there as well if you don't have notifications on for the channel. But like I say, other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in episode 14, where we hope we can beat the Queen of the South and Morton, get to the first round of the Scottish Cup. Other than that, guys, peace.